We finally got more pages to the Birth of Superheroes Dragon Ball Super new manga chapter 88. This entire thing is supposed to be almost like a mini arc that ties in the events from the Super manga all the way to Dragon Ball Super Superheroes movie, but we don't know if they're going to be identical or not. But with the leaks that we have here, it looks like they're going a completely wild ass direction, and I cannot be more excited to check it out, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into these leaks and see exactly how this new manga chapter actually starts. This video is sponsored by Tokyo Treat and Sakurako. The goal of Tokyo Treat and Sakurako is to share Japanese culture and invite everyone to experience Japan from the comfort of their own homes through our snack boxes. Tokyo Treat is a monthly pop Japanese snack subscription that gives you the latest exclusive limited edition and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks that are only available for a limited time in Japan. This month's theme for Tokyo Treat is Santa's Snack Fest. This limited box design brings you an authentic taste of what Christmas is really like from Japan in each package. I love Pocky, so you know I had to jump into one of these. These had a delicious salted caramel and butter taste that really filled you in with that Christmas spirit. Caplico Milk Stars are these delicious little chocolate cupcakes with an airy, milky, chocolatey flavor. It shot me through the moon, man. But that's not all. Sakurako is a monthly authentic Japanese snack subscription that has each box filled to the brim with 20 traditional and authentic artisan Japanese snacks, including Japanese teas, one special Japanese tableware that I made sure to drink with the delicious green tea that's included. And I absolutely love this box because Sakurako is partnering with local Japanese snack makers to continue to share Japanese culture and traditions that have been passed down for over 100 years. This month's Sakurako theme is Tochigi Tradition. Sakurako is partnering with Tochigo Local Government, a Japanese prefecture that is famous for its breathtaking mountains, and the specialized kitchenware this month is furoshiki, a wrapping cloth. What do you guys think of my work? And if you don't speak fluent Japanese like me, never fear. Each box comes with a specific booklet that gives you not only the ingredients of each of the delicious treats, but also an allergen list and a little bit of history behind the delicious snacks. Don't forget, use my code BlackScape to get $5 off your first box. Just check out the link in the description below in the top comment and experience Japan in person. You will have a chance to win a free ticket to Japan in this giveaway from Sakurako. Beerus Planet. After the deadly battle against Gas on planet Cereal, Goku and Vegeta have returned to Beerus' planet after getting knocked out by Black Frieza, who showed up out of nowhere. Having been shown the overwhelming difference in power, Goku and Vegeta continue their training with the goal of defeating Frieza. Meanwhile on Earth. So right there and then, as I said before, we have the connection of Dragon Ball Super's granola arc connected to the superhero movie and why Goku and Vegeta are training on Beerus' planet to begin with. Now, we've seen this page before. This is the one that got leaked originally, but check this out. This is the promo page for what I can only assume is the cover of the manga, and it is essentially Goten and Trunks, but we get to see who the main characters are in this mini arc, and we have, surprisingly but probably not surprisingly, Mai back here in a school outfit. So it looks like Mai has aged with Trunks. She is now going to school, and so there's probably going to be a major school element similar to the Great Saiyaman arc to this mini arc. As you can see right here, Dr. Hito is here as well, and this is the scene from the movie where he basically makes zombies to make them out to be superheroes. So we could be starting at that front right before Dr. Hito goes to jail and essentially ends up blowing up the place. But before the Gammas are created, before Cell Max is created, this seems to be the prelude to that part of the story, just with a far heavier focus on Trunks and Goten, which to me is already different enough from the movie, because the movie had them basically not training, not really knowing how to do nothing, not really active in trying to be combatants, and even so much so out of sync that they messed up the fusion to begin with. To clean up the evil in this world, to make it look more beautiful than ever, the cleanup heroes, Saiyaman X1, Saiyaman X2, are here. I mean, this is giving
Prepare for trouble!
The names are pretty cool, Sandman X1 and 2. I think those are awesome, but the whole pose thing, it's not something that we're getting away from in Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball at all anytime soon. In Superhero, that was what the Gammas were doing too. So this just seems to be something that all Japanese superheroes do, at least in the Dragon Ball world. West City, Mosquito Town, jewelry store. What? It's them. To rob a jewelry store in broad daylight, you got some nerve. These guys they're the kids acting heroes in West City. What? How dare you do that to our car, you crazy bunch of kids? Out of my way if you don't want to die. And Trunks really ain't playing with guns. He's not letting himself get shot. He's not letting the bullets fly. This honestly is the best way, in my opinion, for Dragon Ball characters to handle firearms. Just like Gohan did in Superhero, this is prime effective. I won't allow you to pollute my city anymore. Take your garbage back with you. You bastards. And both of them attack Trunks and Goten, but you know, obviously that's not gonna go very well. But I do like the fact that they are heroes that understand that even though these villains can't really harm them, the weapons that they use can harm them, they can accidentally harm other people. So I like that they are taking time to disarm these guys and not let chaos ensue. After Goten and Trunks disarm these guys, they knock them out, and that's essentially the end of the fight. That's basically more or less what you're gonna get when you're a superhero in the Dragon Ball world. There really aren't that many Earthlings that can come toe-to-toe with you. There's nobody really, unless you have evil villains or aliens that come down to Earth or are made on Earth. How'd it go, Goten? It was perfect, Trunks, especially the pose. I was like the clean god. Sandman 1, Sandman 2 are here. And isn't it too similar, like the lines and the poses? Don't worry, we're a duo. That's the difference. So this is the superhero that they're mimicking, and honestly, he looks very similar, if not almost identical to the one that the Gammas are modeled after, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but this looks very similar. It'd be really cool for Goten and Trunks to also be fans of these superheroes and even adopting not only their look, but their catchphrases as well. Now, this page is probably the most important page out of these leaks. Now, maybe I'm just reading into it, and more than likely I am just reading into it, but I feel like they're trying to hint at something here. So Goten's phone goes off, and it's a news flash for more crime, a case of theft. But unfortunately, it is a cyber attack, and you know, they can't really beat internet trolls or internet criminals or whatever, because they're not both very good with computers, which honestly is kind of disappointing coming from Trunks, seeing as how he is an heir to, you know, a bunch of scientists and a bunch of, you know, high IQ individuals. But this is what Trunks says right here. He says, "You know, I want to fight against a huge evil in a cooler way. I guess the era of superheroes is long gone. Well, it's nice to have peace." So he said this in a cooler way, and I thought that either that's just a nice placement of words when it comes to whoever was writing this dialogue, to Taro who was writing it. Could be a translation thing, but if this is exactly what it says when the actual book comes out, it could also be an Easter egg to the fact that Frieza has a brother named Cooler, but at the same time, it could be a hint that the huge evil that's coming is, you know, Cooler. And you would think that's far-fetched. I don't at all. I leave myself open to anything Dragon Ball, mainly due to the fact that almost anything that's anything Dragon Ball has come back, essentially. So just because Cooler has not been brought back to life yet or has been reinvented yet, doesn't mean that he won't be. And I mean, this is honestly one of the best times to do so, because we do need a big bad for this arc, or at least someone that they can fight. And at the same time, we just left the last arc where Frieza was such a huge part for the entire arc, and also a huge part for the end of the arc. So it isn't outlandish to think that Cooler won't be coming back at some point. But I just thought this is a really cool way of them dropping the fact that Trunks wants to fight someone big, and it could be Cooler, but again, we won't know until the actual chapter drops. Yo, they weren't kidding when they're saying these are draft pages. I mean, look at my boy, look at Trunks, what they do to him, man. I mean, again, these are sketches, and yeah, this is what it looks like before it comes out. But essentially what ends up happening here toward the end is that they got to go back to their real lives. Nobody knows that they're superheroes. Chi-Chi wants Goten back home, and so since nobody knows, the only person that does know is Pilaf, and they're thinking maybe Pilaf can help them with their suits in some capacity, which to me links them to Pilaf, which links them to Mai, which links Mai to Trunks. It just shows that the Pilaf gang and Trunks and Goten are going to be very close-knit, if not for the duration of the entire Dragon Ball timeline, but at least for this. So yeah, that's basically it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.